Nithyanandam, with all auspicious blessings and grace of my Guru, Sri Paramahansa Nithyananda Swamiji, I welcome you all to this video. In one of my previous videos where I had addressed depression and breaking the myths of depression through Swamiji's teachings, I had explained how Swamiji has completely broken the myths of depression and how if we apply it in our lives, we will be able to see very clearly the difference between being depressed and difference between being believed we are depressed and the fact that there is nothing like depression at all. Responding to that video, one of the viewers whose name is Meenakshi, she replied saying, I'm just reading out her reply. Meenakshi Raman message saying, I also believe after watching Deepika Padukone's show that my daughter is affected with depression. But after watching Swamiji's discourse, I realized I liked the idea of the way it was portrayed. The minute I dropped to believe that my daughter is in depression, I could see a great change in my daughter. Thank you for sharing. This is exactly what I was sharing the other day, or expressing one of my concerns in the previous video was when celebrities start glorifying something like depression without giving a permanent solution to it, it in no way enhances the human consciousness or the society around us to a better lifestyle. It's not that Deepika does not know, has a solution and she is not sharing. Deepika obviously does not know the right solution which she can confidently share with the world. I would really invite her, and it's with deep sincerity and with the feeling that every human being deserves to be joyful and blissful, which is what Swamiji has always taught us. From that feeling and space, I really invite Miss Deepika Padukone for one of the various programs that Swamiji conducts, Swamiji personally conducts, and see the difference and experience the difference between what she believed and what is the reality, and the difference between the so-called depression and the myth of depression that Swamiji talks about. One of the things that Swamiji has taught us as to why we go through the depression is because there's so much of conflict in our heads. The conflict is between the real personality that we believe we are, the personality or the persona that we are expressing to others, which may be diametrically and dynamically opposite to what we want them to perceive us as, and this constant struggle between the inner image and the outer image and how the world perceives us and how we perceive the world. It is this the conflict is only between these four, which constantly puts in and out of moods and causes a depression. Especially being in a field where there is so much of public scrutiny and everything is either criticized or even appreciated in a very dramatic way. It is so easy to get taken away. This is what Swamiji calls about the Maya matrix. If any of us have heard his recent discourses, is the Maya matrix where Swamiji says that we get sucked into the belief of what the world wants us to believe versus what we should be. The higher consciousness that is constantly calling us. It's always the conflict between the higher consciousness in us versus what the world or the society outside wants us to believe we are. This is the difference and this is the battle. And you will really understand your higher self and the purpose of your life if you attend any of Swamiji's classes. It could be a 2-day class, it could be a 1-day workshop, or the unique 21-day transformational workshop called the Inner Awakening, which Swamiji conducts every month unfailingly, where I have seen lives just transformed. It is for many of us, it is never about materialistic procurements or the wealth that keeps us happy. It's always this inner conflict which gives us the poverty consciousness. And you will be able to break this only when there is a presence of a living incarnation whose compassion for humanity is huge. See, we can sit at home, apply his teachings, watch his discourses and try to get out of it. But not many of us have the mental strength to look inside of us, talk to us, listen to us and get ourselves out of it. Because many things we have done we have not done causes us a lot of pain, a lot of insecurity and a lot of fear. How are you going to handle it sitting alone? It is just not possible. Right now human consciousness is not that strong. To get that strength in you and to make this journey seamless, you need to be in presence of a living master. Just by his presence, the healing happens so smoothly. You will not even know that you had something called the depression or you had something called the fear that you really were suffering with or suffocated by. That is the only reason I am inviting Miss Deepika Padukone for any one of the numerous classes that are personally conducted by Swamiji. I do understand that you have a very busy schedule and in your way your professional life must be pulling you in different directions. But if you really want a permanent solution for whatever you are going through now, be it depression or suffering or struggle or suicidal thoughts, anything, if you really want a solution and not just the sympathy and empathy of people, and you want to feel empowered to live your life and show the world the right meaning of empowerment. Empowerment does not mean financial empowerment or financial freedom. Empowerment does not mean dictatorship over others or control over the others or how many friends I have or how many fans I have or how my family takes care of me or how my family loves me. That is not empowerment. True empowerment is self-empowerment, which is telling the world, no matter what circumstances are outside me, I will remain true to myself, which is living in eternal bliss, which is every human being's birthright. More than any other right, it is freedom to live in eternal bliss is the fundamental right of every human being. And if you really want to experience it and not just talk about it, I will really invite you to any one of our programs, or at least try to make time, come to Bangalore Adinam, where we have a huge monastery that is in construction, beautiful old banyan tree, a beautiful temple and the living incarnation, His Holiness Paramahamsa Nithyananda Swamiji, whose just one glance can remove your depression just like that. It is not just for me. I have seen devotees who have been addicted to drugs, who have been addicted to alcohol, who have been so depressed in their lives, who have never come out of their rooms for 12 years, 13 years, 14 years, after getting married, before they were married. Just seeing Swamiji, they have walked out of depression. And even if you do not believe my words and come to Biddi or Bangalore Adinam, please watch any of his YouTube discourses. That is the power of an enlightened master or a living incarnation. Please take my invitation sincerely and do consider coming to any one of our programs. And if you do decide to come, please inbox me any private message and I will ensure your privacy is completely taken care of and nobody will disturb you, or if you prefer nobody to know about it, we will make sure it is so. It is with a true feeling that each of you deserve enlightenment and eternal bliss that I am inviting you all for this stupendous program. There is another thing I wanted to share where Miss Deepika Padukone talks about stigma and mental health. When there is nothing called depression, where does the stigma come from? So once you find the solution to your depression and you understand there is nothing like depression, you will understand and you will share with the world this message which you have been so powerful in sharing. Just imagine if you are able to share the solution for this, how more impactful you can be to the society and to the evolution of human consciousness at a large. If you are able to come at any point of time, Miss Padukone, to any of Swamiji's programs, or if you just want to visit the Bangalore Adinam, please leave me a message in my inbox and I will ensure that your privacy is completely guarded, and if you so wish that nobody should know that you are here, it will be so. Because the last thing we need is in any way making you feel incomplete or uncomfortable. Not only you, any devotee who comes to Swamiji, Swamiji is so careful that they should go back with signs of completion inside them and the faith that they can, that we are there to take them through the journey. When I say we, I mean Swamiji. That Swamiji is there to take them through the journey of enlightenment. And whatever your requirements are, we are there to fulfill it, so you understand and take whatever help you need. We don't need any kind of publicity. The invitation to visit our Bangalore Adhinam or attend any one of the various programs that are personally conducted by Swamiji is not only for Miss Padukone, it is for anybody and everybody who wishes to have solutions in life and wishes not to suffer in life, and who wants to be completely empowered and who wants to understand the right meaning of empowerment. This December, we are hosting the groundbreaking Sadashivoham program in the Bangalore Adhinam. This program is for anybody who wants to just go totally beyond depression, beyond any of the conflicting human emotions, and the best part is to even taste enlightenment. If anybody is interested, please click to the link that is going to be provided below this video, and I would love to see you all in December enjoying the Bangalore Adhinam and the presence of the living master, His Holiness Paramahamsa Nithyananda Swamiji. Thank you once again for tuning in. Hope to see you soon. Nithyanandam.